What's up, people? Welcome back to the Shitalk podcast, episode 7. I am your host, Prince Diane, with your co host, Espiritu Santi.
Oh yeah,
Now let's talk some shit.
get it. So today we're actually going to talk about traveling and vacations and fun. Something I think we can say we're experts in this field.
I think so. I think we're well versed in this one, at
Yes,
least.
yes, very well versed. We're like world travelers. As you
Yeah.
can see, a little
We're
map
like,
back here.
we're like Jackie Chan in that movie where he goes around the world in like 80 days.
What movie is that?
That's what it's called, Around the World in 80 Days.
Around the World in 80 Days.
Yes, bro.
Never seen it actually.
Yeah, it's a Jackie Chan movie. You should look it up. Well, shows how cultured you are.
Yeah,
Anyways,
the only Jackie Chan movies that I know are like Rush Hour
wow. Okay.
and Rush Hour. Oh well, he was
You,
in Karate Kid too, right?
yeah, you can say Rush Hour 3 times because there's 3 of them. So
Okay, so Rush
that
Hour,
works. Yeah.
Karate Kid. That's it. That's all I know.
He was in Karate Kid? Wasn't that Mr. Miyagi?
Yeah, but in the newer one,
Oh, that's right. With Will Smith's son,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Damn. All right.
All right, so let's talk about vacationing. So I know now, everyone is desperate to get out of their city, their state, their block. Due to COVID-19. Everyone just wants to leave. People want to get out. They want a vacation, um, and I think they're looking for anything to do at this point, right?
Pretty much. Yep.
Yeah. So like, my friends they call me and they're like, "Hey, you want to go to the Keys? Yeah, sure, I'm in. Hey, you want to go to the corner? Sure, I'm in.
You want to go to the
Anywhere,
supermarket? Anywhere. Just get me out of the
anywhere
house.
at this point, all right?
I agree.
So, what's your favorite vacation?
Oh, man. Favorite place I've been. I mean, favorite kind of vacation. I mean, I don't know. It depends. Because for me, and I'll tell you why it depends. Because I'm big on destinations, right? So if my goal is to go somewhere at sightseeing, then I like to fly there, do the hotel stay, the whole shebang. But I
That
love
you're gonna
cruising
sing?
too. No, no. But
Shebang,
I love
shebang.
cruising too, right? Going to the Caribbean, the drinks, the party, the weather. It's also fun too. So it depends. But I say favorite place I've been to, if we're talking about just one place, definitely St. Thomas. Just because of
Really?
the color of the water there. Megan's Bay, that beach was so
The
peaceful.
water is beautiful in St. Thomas. Actually, I've
Mm-hmm.
I've been to St. Thomas. I want to say maybe like 4 times, and from the 4 times that I've been there, or maybe more, but I've actually only stayed there once,
Mm,
and then I end up going to actually, yeah, just once. We stayed in St. Thomas. The rest we went out to St. John.
okay, that's nice too. Yeah.
Yeah, which there's the ferry takes you out to what's it called, Trunk Bay.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You get to do some snorkeling out there. Crazy thing, while I'm out there snorkeling, see this huge Goliath grouper thing. That is probably the most intimidating thing I've ever seen, like up close.
Those things are scary, bro.
They are scary. Like, I'm a big dude, and I think that thing could eat me whole. It's
For those of
insane.
you that are listening and don't know him or can't see him, he is a big dude. He's like
Yeah,
300 pounds.
yeah, 300 pounds. I'm
He's
seven
built like a
four.
silverback gorilla,
Yeah,
7'4". His
seven
shoe
four.
size is like a 22. It's like a Shaq
23
size
shoe
shoe.
size.
Yeah, this guy
Yeah,
is
it's insane.
this guy man eats porterhouse steaks for breakfast.
Yeah,
Okay, go on.
with eggs. How good is that? Anyways, so yeah, so that's one of the craziest things I've ever seen there. Okay, so St. Thomas, so that's interesting. Let's see. So are we
What,
going in
what,
sections? Maybe like favorite Caribbean port?
I mean, yeah, we can do that. I think we have enough content for that. To be honest with you, I'd say that's probably yeah. If my goal is relax, chill, lounging, that's my favorite port or my favorite place that I've visited at least.
That
And
is very
then,
relaxing.
bro, I fell asleep on that beach for hours,
Yeah.
and it wasn't even like extremely hot. I think when we
Hmm.
went, was it December? Yeah, it was December. So it was like high 70s. low 80s, which wasn't too bad, nice and enjoyable. And then I'd say, yeah, that has to be it for sure, St. Thomas.
Okay.
And outside of that, dude, you're gonna call me crazy, and I know this kind of contradicts all the shit talking we did on last week's episode, but I kind of really like New York. I like visiting New York for a day or two.
What?
Yes, yes, yes. I don't know why. I like it, man. There's just so much to see, so many small things to do. But that's it. After like 1 or 2 days, get me the hell out of there. I can't be there too long.
That's probably been. I've been to New York several times. Since I was a little kid. Up to just 2 years ago. We went for Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
Take pictures with the tree.
That's what I'm saying.
Before
It's pretty.
before this last tree, this COVID tree. Did you see that tree?
The tree was horrible.
It was
The tree looked
embarrassing.
like it had COVID.
Yeah, it looked like when cats have the skin disease thing that it eats up all their fur.
That's
That's what it looked like that tree had. But I'll go back to it. New York is probably my least favorite place to go, next to
really
Rome, by the way. So Rome reminds me, and it's not really like Rome and New York they have so many things. No, it's just the how dirty
no,
and
yeah.
like the graffiti all over the walls and stuff. But my favorite vacation is Hawaii.
Oh, I know you're gonna say that.
Hawaii is absolutely fantastic. And if you go or when you go, definitely recommend to do. I mean, the cruise option is great because you get to see, the all the islands, the big islands, the major islands, and it's a lower cost. It's less expensive. You get to visit all these islands. You have a good amount of time there. You even have the overnight, which was great. Road to Hana is super cool. We got to stop um, at the lava tubes,
Nice.
and we walked inside those lava tubes. Now, you could probably stack like two, maybe three buses, like regular street buses. You can stack them all on top of each other, three, two, three, four buses, and still have a little bit of room around them. That's how tall they are. Like you're standing in
Oh,
there, and they're like super tall. Then it
so these are
gets to a
big
point.
ass tubes, so they're not like small caves or anything.
Oh no, no,
Oh
no!
shit, they were
And
like small little caves.
no, no. What's crazy is you see like the line of where the lava, flowed. You
Mm-hmm.
see it inside of these tubes. So definitely one thing to do there is that, Road to Hana, go see the lava tubes. The waterfalls are beautiful. We stopped in most of them. What helped us out too on that trip was there's an app that you download and it
Mm-hmm.
guides you throughout all of Road to Hana. So it tells you where to stop.
Oh,
So
that's
it'll tell
pretty cool.
you, to the left you'll be approaching, the lava tubes, just get off on this exit, blah 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 blah. Like it goes through the whole thing. I think, that was very cool. Hawaii is absolutely beautiful. Every beach there's so many beaches. I mean, obviously you're on an island, but you don't
It's
have to
kind of
pay
beach
for any of the
everywhere.
beaches. You don't have to pay for any beach.
That's
It's
awesome.
not even in St. Thomas, for example. Go back to that.
No, it was beach was
When
chill.
Yeah, so to go to St. John, like to go to St. John, there's a beach that you pay.
Mm-hmm.
It's like $6.
Yeah, it's ton of money. It's
Yeah,
nothing
it's,
crazy.
it's it's nothing crazy. But why pay for them? Why should you have to pay for them? All right. Again, Hawaii, you go any beach, you park your car, and we went in a Jeep, so we felt like, surfers. Um, you park your car anywhere, and you get off and you jump in the water and you're swimming with huge tortoises. Or if not, there's a seal like, 10 feet away from you. Um, it's just, it's incredible. Huli huli chicken. Mm-mm-mm. So good.
What is that? What's in it?
So it's a sauce that they use.
Ah, okay.
And then the
It's
way
that
it's cooked.
sauce.
Yeah, it's the sauce, and then they use to cook, and it's like on a grill. You know,
Nice.
so they have these stops, that you can just stop at, and you get off, you go get your huli huli chicken, and then and just eat all of it because it's so delicious. Anytime that I saw huli huli chicken, I was like, all right, I'm getting off. I'm getting off. That or the what is it? The ice,
Or shaved ice, or
the
whatever it's called.
shaved ice. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. amazing. But yeah, I think Hawaii is probably my favorite. My next favorite would be let's see, it would be Ireland.
Ireland. Okay.
Yes, yes. We went to and this is actually a trip I was telling, a couple of my friends. I was like, yo, we gotta go in a group. Dublin. Oh my God. It's absolutely phenomenal. So much fun. All the bars that they have there, the live music, the band, everything. I mean, definitely recommend it. Um, but yeah, those are probably like my two main spots that I would, go back to a million times.
That's crazy. Those are good spots. And it's crazy because you think of those spots and they're, I mean, I guess for both of us, to be honest with you, because kind of Hawaii, New York, or they're, I mean, Hawaii, excuse me, and Ireland, and then, St. Thomas and New York, and they're complete opposites of each other.
Everything.
One of them is, relaxing, sightseeing, beaches, chilling. The other one is hectic, crazy, party, move, move, go, go, have fun.
Hmm. Yeah,
But they
totally different.
both appeal
Yeah,
to
I
one
mean,
person.
you know what happens too is like when you're traveling, especially like for people that live in the United States, we're traveling and we're like, oh my God, we got to go out and see, Europe. We're gonna go see, Alaska, or not Alaska, Asia. We're gonna go to this place, that place, the other, the Caribbean, South America, all these places. But there's so much right here within the U.S.
Yup.
A lot, a lot. California, you know, that's probably my favorite state to vacation in the US.
Really?
Yes. You have, I mean, we flew in to San Diego. That's another trip you got to do 12, 15 days. It can't be any less. You do 7 days, you're missing out a lot. You're going to have to make another trip. So make the most out of this one, flight that you're going to take. But we flew into San Diego and we rented a convertible,
Mm-hmm.
which you definitely got to do.
Of
Yeah,
course.
which is funny because we got in, we got the Camaro, and the first song that we jammed to was Tupac, California.
It fits the setting.
Yeah, so we're like, all right, top down, and we're cruising. So we stayed in San Diego. I think it was like 3 days in North Park. Absolutely amazing. That whole area was awesome, and we were all like, wow, this is so relaxed. This is so chill. Blah blah blah. We go to the corner, drive down to the corner. We got an Airbnb there, and we're having pizza. And we're like, oh my God, everybody's so nice. It's so peaceful, so chill. All of a sudden, chaos breaks out. And this is not the reason why I love San Diego. No, no. Everything else was peaceful. It was just this one night that was insane. I don't even know what's happening. But a truck, a suburban, just goes on the sidewalk, hits people, hits the cars, hits this, and
Holy
just
shit.
drives off. Crazy thing is, it was the same. I think it was the same night or the day before. There was like some type of truck that either ran people over or hit something in New York. So we were like, oh, this is an attack on
Yeah,
America.
of
So
course.
that's what we were thinking
With Suburbans.
with Suburbans. But whatever, it was that was like the craziest thing that happened. But we were like, all right, well, let's just get home. All right, so we went back. Awesome Airbnb. Um, we checked out the zoo.
Okay, nice. I've heard it's a nice zoo. So yeah.
The zoo is beautiful, and I love zoos. Especially zoos that have gorillas. And I absolutely loved it. My girlfriend hated it because she hates zoos. Um, and it was awesome. But it's 2 days there because you do the San Diego Zoo
Mm-hmm.
and then San Diego, I think it's called Safari.
Okay, it's
So it's
cool.
two it's 2 days.
So it's a big ass zoo then.
Big ass zoo, right? So then another thing we did, once we were done with the zoos, we also stayed in La Jolla. We left North Park. We stayed there 2 3 days, and then we rented a hotel in La Jolla. Now the views change completely because now you're on the coast. We went to this restaurant called Eddie V's. It's right on the side of the freaking cliff there, so you can see out into the ocean. Sunset, these huge rock formations out on the side. You hear the seals, doing their sound. Crazy. The views, the food, everything was awesome. So if you're ever in San Diego, make sure to check out Eddie V's Steakhouse. Absolutely fuego. What else is San Diego? Old Town San Diego is also awesome. We went to some place called Coyotes, I think it was Mexican spot. Best sangria I've ever had,
Really?
and the food is awesome, amazing.
Mexican food slaps, bro. All time, every time, no matter what.
Yeah,
Especially if it's from like a more authentic Mexican place.
yeah. What else? What else did we do on that trip? Drove up to after San Diego, went to Los Angeles. Stayed there for a couple of days. We did the Warner Brothers tour. Definitely recommend that.
Nice.
Absolutely awesome. Because there's another one. There's one for Paramount. There's one for Warner Brothers. We did the Warner Brothers. We did a wax museum. We did, you walk the strip, go check out the Hollywood sign, whatever. I don't like Los Angeles either. It's very.
I've always heard that from everybody. So Los
Oh my
Angeles is dirty,
goodness.
it's whack, it's overpriced, it's not that
Oh my
crazy.
goodness.
Just for the stars are, man. But it doesn't. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't
Crazy.
really talk shit on this one because I haven't been there, to be honest with you.
No, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane.
But I haven't heard a single person tell me, you know what? I love LA. Never heard that.
I think people go to LA. The people that are there in LA right now, they're only there because not because they love the city, it's because they work there and they probably love what they do.
No, of course, makes sense.
But I really didn't see anything that I would love there.
Mm,
Nothing at all.
oh, interesting.
Yeah. Warner Brothers was by far the hit there. And then some little um, sushi spot that we ate at. Oh my God. Fire. Probably some of the
Mm,
best sushi I've ever had in my life.
that's awesome.
What else? From LA, then we drove up. We drove up to San Francisco. But check this one out. So my mother tells me because she had done the same trip before, and she's like, "Hey, go check out the Hearst Castle." So I'm like, "All right." And I love castles. Like castles are dope. Like they're cool, right? So I'm driving up, and you deviate a little bit from the trip up to San Francisco. So it takes you out maybe like another like 2 hours, let's say something like that. I don't remember exactly. But we're driving out, and now you're driving the coast, the Pacific coast. You're just going straight up. Oh my God, absolutely beautiful. We get to the Hearst Castle. My girlfriend, the entire time, she's tripping about having to go to this place because she's not into it, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, already, whatever. We get to this place and they bus you up to the castle, but you meet up in the center.
Mm-hmm.
So we get there, get off, she's moping like, 3-year-old. And
It's so
we,
funny. Hold on, side note. It's so funny how when women don't want to do something, they will make it known every second of
oh yeah,
their existence.
oh yeah, the huffing, the puffing, they
And
walk
then if it's the
slower.
other way around, well, you're not being supportive.
Yeah. No, it's horrible. It's the greatest thing ever.
It's such a double standard.
Yeah, it's
I
terrible.
hate it.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
So whatever, she's moping the entire time, and then she's like, "I'm hungry," and I'm this and I'm that, and blah blah blah. Right. So I'm like, all right, whatever.
Oh, but you can't take them to a castle. You can't have a girl hangry, bro. It's worse.
Well, no, so we ate. So we ate. So
Oh, so she had already in.
no. So listen. So I told we're there. We're gonna order food. I don't even know what the hell I ordered. I think it was like a burger, a hot dog, or something. She also ordered something else and some fries and a soda. And I think I paid like $35 per burger.
Jesus.
It was like the most expensive food and trash food that I have ever purchased in my life. So, now I'm just thinking because, the whole situation's already like annoying. And then you got to pay this astronomical amount of money for this terrible food. And, your tickets, whatever. So, we walk outside. I put my food down. She puts her food down. I'm like, I'm gonna get some ketchup, mustard, whatever. I go back inside, get ketchup, mustard. When I'm walking back outside, I open the door and I look out at our table where we were sitting, and I see this huge black bird. It's not a crow, it's not a raven. That thing is a dinosaur. Okay, of how big this is, and the beak was just enormous, and it has all my fries in its beak, holding them. I look at the floor, all my food is all over the floor.
Wow.
Then I see, a group of like Asians sitting at a table right next to us, and they're just dying laughing.
Yeah, this is comedy to them.
Yeah, it's the funniest, the most amazing and funniest thing they've ever seen. It's
But
Saturday
what was
Night
your
Live.
girlfriend doing the whole time?
She was just holding something else and just looking at me like, oh my God. So I walk up to the table and all my food is all over the place. And I'm like, what happened? She's like, oh, the bird just came up, pulled the paper from underneath your food, and threw everything on the floor.
And she was just watching.
And she just watched. Oh my God. So then, you know, just
It's
add
rough.
let's add a little bit more.
Oh my god.
Do we have to wait for the bus? That was the last question that I remember. Do we have to wait for this bus like to pick us up? I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this place. I'll come on my own, right? Bro, I went, I got my tickets back, threw everything in the garbage, and left. I said, we'll eat when we get to San Francisco.
Oh, gotcha. So then you on the way to San Francisco, you deviate to the castle.
On the way to San Francisco, yeah, deviate to the castle,
Oh,
and
gotcha.
then you do your thing. But it's like a 2 hour deviation.
Oh, so it's
So
not a regular
so
deviation.
it's not a regular deviation, right? But I'm thinking, all right, so on the way there, we'll get food there or whatever. We had eaten breakfast. It's not like we hadn't, eaten at all. But then we'll eat there. We were supposed to make that stop to eat. Well, that didn't work out.
That never happened.
So then I'm like, you know what? None of us are eating. I was so mad. Got back in the car, took off. We didn't even get to San Francisco. But then San Francisco was actually pretty cool. We went to Alcatraz. We went to Angel Island. It's like one. It's
Nice.
it's a one tour that you take, and
Yeah.
it takes you to the island, which the island was it was like a military base,
Yeah.
from back in the day. And then Alcatraz, super cool. I mean, awesome. Um, we also went to, and when you go from Porch, best fried chicken you'll ever had in San Francisco. Place
Okay.
called From Porch. Went to the wharf there. The wharf is super cool. Ghirardelli Square.
Nice.
Oof. So do you like
Love
vanilla?
chocolate.
Do you love chocolate, right? So and you like
Fucking love chocolate.
do you like ice cream?
Of course I do. What kind of question is that?
All right. So imagine about, I would say about an 8 inch tall glass, like
Okay.
just a jar, like those mason jars.
Yeah.
So that loaded with ice cream,
Oh my
a
god.
huge fudge brownie just
Oh my
layering the side
god.
of the jar with half fudge peanuts. Just picture that.
Wow.
Okay. That I had two of those. Um
In one sitting.
no, not in one sitting.
Liar.
No, I didn't. It was like two
Especially
days,
after
two
you didn't
separate
get to
days.
eat your food because
No,
the
but that
bird
was on a
took it.
separate day.
Come
That was
on.
on a separate day.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, because we also stayed. We also stayed in San Francisco for a couple of days.
Nice.
Super nice there. What else? Then obviously you take pictures, with the bridge, the
Yeah.
red bridge, right? Which, what's crazy? I'm on this bridge, and I look to my right, and I see a bridge that's like 2 times the size of this one, the famous one.
Hmm.
And I'm like, why the hell is this one famous? That one's huge, and it looks exactly the same. What's the difference? One's like silver, the other one's red. Um, well, whatever. So San Francisco's cool, but reminds me of New York. Very dirty, lots of people, lots
San
of people.
Francisco, really?
Oh my god, it's
It's
disgusting.
actually, I think, the most expensive city in the United States as far
Yeah,
as like living, cost of living, average
wouldn't doubt it.
household rent.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wouldn't
think the
doubt it.
average one bedroom, one bathroom. I think it was like $3,500 to $4,000 a month is the rent or something
That's
like that.
that's disgusting. That's
That,
disgusting.
that's just stupid. Is what it is.
It's stupid. It really is. You know, and I just don't see it. I don't see living there. I don't understand it. Obviously, to
Unless you're a
vacation,
millionaire. Unless you're a millionaire and it's something
yeah.
you work there, maybe
But you see, even being a millionaire,
I
you're gonna
wouldn't
spend your
spend that money there.
millions paying rent and paying
And high taxes
and
and everything.
taxes. No way. It's too
That's
much.
stupid. Unless you have to
You go to
physically work
Texas.
there. Yeah, there we go. That's where it's at.
That's what I love.
Texas is the shit.
Okay, so going back to the best favorite
I
vacations.
knew it. I knew it.
Hold on.
Surprised you didn't mention it earlier.
I know. Well, I wanted to like destinations, right? It's just
Ah, okay.
this one experience. Again, there's only two places that I feel like completely at peace. One is out in the ocean, in the middle of the ocean, with like no light, nothing, on a cruise ship. With the sounds of the waves hitting the side of the ship.
That's the best.
The moonlight shining off
Oh,
reflecting off of the ocean.
yes.
The breeze, cool breeze coming in. That's it. Or in Texas on our friend's ranch. Absolutely best experience. Chilling outside, cool night with the fire burning, making s'mores, listening to country music. Second
Ugh,
best experience ever.
I hate country music. But Texas
You hate country
is
music.
fire though.
Texas is fire. Texas is insane. Anyways, back to California, so that my experience here, I could share it completely. Um, San Francisco, we finished there. And you know what? I think I did this backwards. I don't remember,
Doesn't matter.
but
It's fine. I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna go to any of these places anyways.
no, Napa Valley, Napa Valley. We went there too.
Okay, nice. Look at you, little wine connoisseur.
Yeah, I'm a little whiner. So
You definitely are a whiner.
yeah, that's why I took Louisa there because she was whining the whole time. So I took her to wine. Um, what else? Actually, this was a birthday trip for her. So yeah, we went to Napa Valley. We stayed in, I think it was, um, it's a hotel. I forgot the name of the hotel. I just gave it to my cousin too. But anyway, Silverado Resort and Spa.
Okay.
Absolutely beautiful. Nearby everything. Then we went to a Sterling Vineyard. We did a wine tasting. We did a wine
Nice.
pairing, which was
Okay.
super cool. Um, and that's it. California. That's
Okay.
California for you right there.
All right. So we give you guys a little glimpse of, what our favorite places are. So now let's do the opposite. What's the worst place you've been to, or worst vacation you've had?
Oh my god.
Because that's something that people realistically don't understand. And this is something that I noticed from some of my last couple of vacations, is that you can hype something up so much, but you have no idea how many factors are at play for you to have a successful vacation, and you may very well have a very shitty vacation, and it may not have anything to do with the destination. Like weather can play a lot.
I think I have like about three.
Three.
Three experiences that were brutal. One
All right, what's top
was
one?
with you.
What?
Yeah, when we were in the Cayman Islands snorkeling.
Oh yeah, that shit was horrible. Yeah.
So that
Bro.
experience was insane. Imagine trying to swim against a tsunami.
Okay, so mind you, I don't like swimming. I'm not a big swimmer. I don't fuck with the water.
You know
Water
what?
scares me.
You know what? I just picture you with your little floaties
I
on.
hate you. Shut up. Anyways, I'll tell the story. It's fine. It's the truth. I'm a man. I'm not ashamed.
Oh my god!
So they take us out to snorkel, right? Now, mind you, when you're snorkeling, it's not supposed to be in the middle of like a hurricane. But anyways, it wasn't really a hurricane. It was just a lot of water. Waves were horrible.
Tsunami.
Yeah, it was like a tsunami going on. So they take us out there, and boats rocking. And the guys, they just basically get there and like, okay, you guys know it was the stingrays first, right?
Yes, stingray,
Yes.
and then you snorkel in
You're
the
snorkeling.
in the reef.
There you go. So they take us to Stingray, little Stingray sandbar, Stingray City. And we put the stingrays, slimy little things. They're weird. Scare the heebie-jeebies at me. They killed my dog, Steve Irwin. I don't fuck with them. But they're pretty cool to look at. Anyways. Then we go snorkeling. So they take us to a separate place to snorkel. And the guys are pretty much like, okay, you guys can go ahead and jump in. So my dumbass jumps in. And I had to jump in with like this little life vest because I'm not trying to die on vacation, and I don't really like to swim. I don't mess with the water like that. And there was a lot of waves, so I get in, got my snorkel gear, got my little flip floppy things, whatever the hell they're called, and my life vest. Yeah, whatever the hell they're called, flippers. So I get in there and I
You look
look
like
down.
Scuba Steve.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. So I look into the water and I see what felt like miles of water to reach that coral reef. And the harder I swam, the more far back I was pushed. I probably gave it like a solid 15 seconds of just hardcore swimming, like Michael Phelps hardcore. And then I was gassed. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going back to the boat. And I just give up.
It was rough.
I chose life over death in that point. So
That was a rough snorkel adventure.
that's just scarred me for life. I'm never going snorkeling ever again.
Listen, I've been to that same exact spot maybe 4 or 5 times. That was the worst it's ever been.
First time for me, too. First time I ever snorkeled. So imagine.
Yeah,
Fuck
you
that. I
don't
ain't
even
doing
know
that
how to
shit again.
swim.
I don't. I don't play with
Yeah.
that shit. I came on a boat. I didn't come on a raft. I don't have to swim.
Oh my god. I think the next one that I really disliked, and I don't want to say disliked, I don't want, to discourage people from going there, but Iceland.
Iceland?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. So the biggest issue that I have with Iceland, okay, no, there's two things that I have a problem with in Iceland. One is that the baths, what are they called? Those things over there,
I
those
don't know.
whatever,
Baths?
those baths that you go to.
Yeah. Like where everyone's all naked and shit together and
Not everyone's
showering? Is
not
that what it
naked,
is?
but it's like a huge pool of like their,
It's like a huge
the
cesspool.
water, hot water, and all this
Oh,
stuff.
the hot springs,
The
right?
hot springs, yes, that crap.
Okay.
It's all like you look at it and it's like the fountain blue.
It's good for your skin, bro.
There's literally like bars in the middle of the pool. There's like bars. Then there's like one that's like a clay bar where you go up and they give you all the stuff that you put all over your face.
See, told you it's good for your skin.
Yeah, it's great for your skin. Nothing happened to my skin. Nothing got better. No, I
You
still
can't
had
just.
crusty skin. Nothing was smoother.
I mean, one application is not enough. So, you gotta do it a couple times,
You know
bro.
how much of that stuff I had on me? I look ridiculous. And then I was different colors too because they have seaweed ones. I'm like, I don't see any seaweed in this place. Like, how is this?
But
Anyways,
wasn't it cold outside before you get into the water?
it
Because
is
Iceland's a
cold.
cold place, right?
It's not. It's
How
not
did you
that
not
cold.
catch pneumonia?
No, it's not even that cold there.
Fuck that.
It's not. It's really not. Anyways, so that was like whatever. I was like, oh, this is all man-made. This ain't like natural
Yeah,
hot
it's not real.
springs. Yeah, this ain't real. You got like, wooden a wooden boardwalk all the way around it. Everything's brand new. You have bridges that go from one side to the other that are all like,
But to a
nice.
silly American like us who's not cultured, what are we gonna know any different?
No, we have no idea.
Exactly. So
know.
they're gonna profit off of that.
The ones that
I don't
were
blame 'em.
real, the ones that were real were the ones that I saw in Turkey.
Oh, yeah, of
Those
course.
were real. But anyways, um so that was discouraging there in Iceland. And um the Northern Lights, and I think I told you this already, you don't actually see them.
No, unless you have like a special camera or that app or some shit, right?
Yes, you need to have all that green light that you see. You don't see any of that. So this is the biggest shock to people when I tell people, I'm like, by the way, those green lights that you see in all the pictures, you don't actually see that. They look
That's
like
crazy.
white clouds.
That's crazy.
So those beautiful colors, you don't see them unless you take a picture. So now that makes me think like, okay, so you can only see it in a picture, which by the way, it's a mission to take a picture because, and I have this fancy Canon Rebel, all the little fancy features, all the stuff. And unless you have a tripod, it's a mission because you got the shutter speed, you got to slow it all the way down. So, when usually you take a picture and it goes, right? No, this one will
Right.
take like, and it waits there in like a second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. And then all of a sudden it'll go, again, and it's I guess just to capture like all the light or whatever.
Right.
But if you move one little millimeter, the stars are lines. It distorts the whole image. It doesn't
That's
look good at all.
incredible. That's just incredible.
It's terrible. So imagine the mission. So if you're gonna go to Iceland, make sure to take a fancy camera or download the app on your phone and take a tripod and be prepared not to see lights with your own eyes. It's only on camera. You can go on my Facebook page or my Instagram page, and you're gonna see exactly the same thing that you're gonna see when you go, a picture. Okay, that was probably one of the most upsetting things. Plus, it was cold at night. They literally took us to like a cafeteria parking lot. The buses, the all the buses park, all the
Yo,
buses
they
park.
gypped your ass off,
They
bro.
gypped us, bro. They gypped us.
They said,
It's
"Yo, come outside. Look at the sky. There's your aurora
tourist.
borealis.
Yeah, and don't call it aurora
Give me
borealis.
$100." Oh
You
my
can't call
god.
it an aurora borealis. You gotta
Why they
say
get
northern lights.
seriously? They get mad.
Yeah, they're like, no, these are our lights. They're northern.
Isn't that what it's fucking called?
Scientists call it aurora borealis. They don't. They call it the northern lights, and you better not call it anything else.
That's
Fun
incredible.
fact: guess who found Iceland?
Christopher Columbus.
No, close. Floki,
Thor's brother?
Thor's brother. So Thor's brother is the one that actually found. Uh,
Wait,
so okay, so
really?
have you ever seen Vikings? The show
Never.
Vikings. You
Never.
haven't seen that show?
No, I don't got
Oh
time for that
my
shit.
goodness. All right. So, anyways, he's actually the one that found the island. There's a statue of him,
Oh wow.
at the visitor center with like the first Viking boat that made it across. From Iceland all the way to New York. I think is where they took the boat, and they replicated the boat and they took it from Iceland to New York.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. If you see that boat, you'll be like, I'm not getting in that. And they all got in it, and they went across. Insane.
Those yo, all I know is those Iceland dudes, they're all huge. They're scary. They're tall ass motherfuckers.
I didn't see any tall people there.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude, you never seen World's Strongest Man? Those
yeah, I know, but
competitions?
aren't they like from Russia?
No, bro. Iceland, Sweden, Ukraine, Northern Europe.
I don't know. I didn't see no big people there, bro. I was.
They must all be at the competition.
They're probably on the competition. But yeah, that's the experience right there.
Those are your worst ones.
Yeah, definitely my worst ones.
That's crazy.
hmm I mean, I'm sure there's something else
For sure.
because, like I said, I've been a bunch of places, and I have stories in all of them. But I don't think we have enough time for that.
No.
But what's your least favorite?
Least favorite. All right, so I'd say probably there's two that I've had probably like the worst experience. Luckily, I've been blessed and not have too many bad experiences. But I'd say number two would be Chicago, and I'll tell you why. Chicago's a great city. I love it. Don't get me wrong. It's just maybe it's just where we were as far as the hotel was located, but it was one of those cities where everything is close enough for you to walk, but it's also just far enough where you don't want to walk and you want to take an Uber.
hmm
So it's like everything was no, it's like a mile away. But do you really want to walk a fucking mile every single time? So in the span of 3 days, I racked up $1,000 in Uber charges.
Oh my gosh.
1,000. It was like $934, some shit like that. In Ubers. Who the fuck spends $1,000 in Ubers?
That's ridiculous.
Never going there ever again. Until the last day, what I ended up doing was just renting, those little
Scooter.
scooters. Yeah,
Yeah.
little scooters you rent to go around
That's
town.
I was just gonna
That
say
shit.
that. I was like, they don't have those scooters.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to work out on vacation. What the fuck? Anyways.
But the scooters are like electric.
No, I think it was one of those bicycle things. I remember we were pedaling, so it wasn't the scooters. The scooters would be cool because you just stand there and you're good. But that's the only reason why for me it was a bad experience, because the rest of the city was beautiful. It was great. Food's great. A lot of museums. I love museums. I like looking at shit.
So
that's that.
here's the question: Chicago style pizza or New York style pizza?
New York, bro. Chicago style to me is just fucking soup. It's just a hard soup
So that's probably my favorite thing about New York
pizza.
is their pizza. That's
Fire,
it.
bro. Can't go
That's
wrong
it.
with that.
That's it. That's all I like about New York. Man, I've been talking crap about New York for the last week.
Straight up, bro. You was just hating on New York, bro.
And that's why I decided to wear this hat today. So hopefully for all my New York friends, they see this hat. Um, you
That's
know,
number two.
hmm what else?
Number one is Puerto Rico.
You hate Puerto Rico.
Oh God, I couldn't stand that vacation, bro. It's just so Puerto Rico. If any of you guys ever go, in the near future, you'll see they still haven't recovered from the hurricane. I think that was a 2017 Hurricane Maria or something like that.
No, that was the one in 1944, actually.
Obviously, you guys can do your research. You can see, the story behind the corruption and all that stuff that's happening politically in Puerto Rico. But man, it's
There's
just
corruption there?
no, it's it was just, bro. Everything was just, I don't know. It just looked weird. It just looked like run down. Everything was closing early. I don't know. I think part of it was honestly just not being prepared for what Puerto Rico really was. But and then and then apparently in Puerto Rico, here's the crazy shit. In Puerto Rico, and I'm guessing everywhere else in the world, but I guess I only noticed it when I was in Puerto Rico. Uber drivers and taxis don't like each other, like really badly. Like they hate each other.
Because they steal each other's business.
Exactly. But there was a law in Puerto Rico that was made where the Uber drivers can't be in certain areas of the airport to pick people up. So when you come out, the first thing you're always going to see is taxi drivers. Here's the crazy part. Taxi drivers have their own little lot where they wait.
Yeah.
But they just sit there and wait for you to, reach them. They don't go out and try to get the business. Whereas Uber drivers obviously always driving around.
Mm-hmm.
But that's besides the point. The reason why I say this is because on our way, we were picking up a cruise ship there. So on our way to the port, on our last day in Puerto Rico, dude, our Uber driver almost got into a fight with a taxi driver. Like they almost crashed, and then taxi driver pulls his window down and starts banging on our Uber driver's car. I looked at my girlfriend. I'm like, no, we're done. That's it. This is where it ends. We're dying in Puerto Rico in the crossfire. It's a wrap.
I think in a lot of places like that, though, you'll have like, taxis have their own like parking area close to either the terminals, the ports, wherever you're at, and then like Uber, no, you can't come in here. You actually got to wait like outside of the area and then drive in. Like I think that, and then they also have like their own designated stop areas.
Yeah.
Just imagine with the amount of Ubers that there are out there and taxis. Imagine all of them parking inside just to wait.
No, it's a mission, of course.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, it's out in space.
Yeah.
The bright side, food is good. I think it's called, is it fufu? Is that what it is? Yeah, that's what it's called, right? What they have.
Yeah, I always mix up the Puerto Rican one and the Dominican one.
Isn't it mofongo? It's mofongo that they do in Puerto Rico, right? And then mango is in DR.
There's a fufu, there's a mango, there's a platanu, there's a
it's mofongo. Mofongo is what they have in Puerto Rico. Okay, that shit was fire. I had one with some shrimp and some like cilantro sauce over it.
Fire.
That was dope. Fire right there in the old San Juan.
They have nice beaches out there.
Fantastic. Too. Yes, they do. Condado Beach was nice. Carolina Beach, that area was nice too. Yeah, it was pretty dope. But outside of obviously almost dying in an Uber.
So what's the best beach you've ever been to?
Obviously, I know you guys know St. Thomas because I mentioned it earlier, but I think a close second to me is Aruba. We were in Aruba. God, that water was beautiful. Sand was nice. And what I liked is that in that beach, so Aruba they're all public beaches, right? Unlike Curacao, you got to pay for some of the beaches. But in Aruba, it was public. And they have like these like little tiki huts. Kind of like, I guess, like, little tiki, what I'm talking about, those stupid shits. Yeah. And those are free. You just obviously got, unfortunately, capitalism. You just are smart from them, obviously, is you just rent the chairs and the little recliners from the guys there at the beach. But the tiki huts are really close to the water, so it's chilling, you know, and you can just chill there, relax all day. There's like a market really close to the beach. You can go and get some drinks, bring it back. They don't tell you shit. You can put your music. They don't, you know, they're really relaxed and carefree. And then the water is super clear. You know, kind you can just walk in, see your toes, that type shit. Yeah, bro, that one was to me was one of the most beautiful.
Yeah, I would say my favorite beach is in Cuba, Varadero
Really?
Beach.
Oh yeah, of course. That's the OG.
Varadero Beach is probably the most beautiful. No, it's definitely the most beautiful beach I've ever been to, and I've been to all of the beaches in the Caribbean, every single one of them. That is the most beautiful one. Longest beach. Then you have like the water goes out 200 yards and it's, waist high. There's not one rock in the sand. Like you can literally just walk straight out there and you see everything underwater.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You can see clear fish underwater. Okay. Um, Absolutely beautiful. The sand is great. You know what beach also right here in Florida? I think it's Siesta. The sand there actually does not get hot.
That's just the key. That one.
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
so.
Mm-hmm. I've heard. Yeah.
Their sand doesn't get hot. They have the
Really.
best sand. Yeah, obviously imported from somewhere. I don't remember where they imported it from, but they import the sand and they mix it up on the beach. But definitely Cuba has the best beach I've ever been to. Crazy story about that is I got struck by lightning. Not a direct hit, not like the lightning bolt hit me in the head.
Come on, bro. Why are you lying?
It's- I probably shouldn't be here right now.
This man has the
But
craziest stories.
I was in this beach called La Playa del Mamey. Mamey.
I made
And
shakes.
yes, oh, Mamey shakes fire.
Good.
Um, so we're out there swimming. By the way, another beautiful beach. All right. Obviously, it's not a Varadero beach, but it's very nice beach, clear water. You know, uh, it's just crazy. But anyways, we're out there, and the storm, is coming in. And I told my dad, I was like 15 years old at the time. I told my dad, I'm like, hey, so in school, obviously in Spanish, in school, they taught us that we should get out of the water if there's lightning. And he starts with his Cuban shit. He's like, no, because I've been swimming 40 years in these waters. Bullshit. Like 10 seconds passed, and a lightning bolt strikes about maybe 10 yards away from us on the side of the water and the cliff. And we felt the electricity flow through the current go through the water. I thought that, you know, who do you think is the hardest baseball hitter? There's Big Papi,
Like of all time,
all time.
I'm pretty sure Barry Bonds, only because he was juiced up.
Okay, so let's say Barry Bonds gives it a swing, bat straight to your chest. Do you think you'd be in pain?
Uh, I probably wouldn't maybe not even be alive. Probably stop
Oh,
your heart.
okay, so that's what I felt. I don't remember getting out of the water.
That's rough.
I don't remember getting out of the water. My hair was like funny for like 2 3 days. I had the shakes for like 2 3 days. There was a period there that I don't remember what happened. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Did you gain any powers?
I did. I could fly now. Yeah, I can fly now.
Pretty cool if you did. Otherwise,
I think I got faster actually when I run.
okay.
Yeah.
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 I
So,
don't see it. I don't know. I don't know. Jury's still on that one.
anyways, so yeah, let's talk about lightning. Insane.
It's cool.
Very painful.
Yeah.
I hope none of you have to go through that.
Yeah.
So food. Let's talk about that. Because everybody loves to talk about food on vacations. What's your favorite food spot destination?
That's a tough one because I don't remember half of them. But
Probably drunk.
yeah, that's true. Ate a lot, man. I remember them. Okay, so actually, yes, this that place in Puerto Rico was actually one of the best ones. So it's in old San Juan. It's right across from where the old San Juan cruise terminal is, there's a place called Moreno's Brewing or Moreno's Beer or something like that.
Moreno?
And then, yeah, exactly.
Leg nitrogen ice cream?
Yeah. And
That's
then
what it's called?
right next door is this actual place where we had the mofongo, and that shit was fire. That was good. That's like one of the most memorable ones that I can remember at least. Let me
Damn,
see
I thought
what
I was
else.
bad at remembering names.
Horrible, 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 horrible. I don't remember. I don't even remember half the shit I ate, to be honest with you. That's how much it was.
I've eaten a lot on my vacations.
Yeah. Let me see what else. Oh, some conch fritters. Those are always good too.
Ooh, conch fritters, fire.
Those are fire too.
You know what? I'm like mixed with those because everybody's like, oh, go to the Bahamas, and there's places that I've gone that are not even in the islands, and I've had better conch fritters than out there in the Bahamas.
Yeah. I had them. Yeah, actually, I agree with you. I had them at Love Beach or Nirvana Love Beach in the Bahamas, and they weren't that great, bro. They tasted just like
Yeah.
regular fish sticks to me, to be honest with you.
Oh my god, you didn't call them fish sticks. You called them
Just
fish
fried
sticks.
fish, bro. It's not a fucking big deal.
I don't know. I have that question I asked you because I was hoping that maybe you would help my decision, but I actually don't know where I've had the best food because
I'm saying, bro.
Spain was amazing, Italy amazing, and Sorrento. Oh my god, the food there was just incredible. Spain, we had a great food experience too. Um, I don't know. It's just you know, California too. California has great restaurants. And their food over there. There was not one. I really do not think there was one meal that we had in all of California that was bad.
Yeah, of course.
I don't.
Think of
I don't
even
think.
think of even when you gone to Texas, or anywhere in the states you've gone. There's been great food everywhere. Didn't you go to Atlanta? Isn't that restaurant you
Atlanta.
like
No,
Bones, or
that's
what's it called? That
so
steakhouse
that's
you like?
that's my favorite steakhouse in the
There
world.
you go. That's what I'm
Bones.
saying. See, there's great food. And who would have thought a fucking steakhouse in Atlanta? Are they even on the map for steak? No.
No idea.
They're
But
on the map
Bones
for what?
Steakhouse is the best.
There you go.
Definitely the best.
Yeah, bro. And there's places like that everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Little hole in the walls. I'm
Oh,
sure there's a lot of
those are the
places
best.
just here in Miami that we probably haven't even visited. They
Yeah.
have great food.
Oh, so many.
It's impossible. You'll
So
die
many.
before you visit them all, man. There's too many.
You know what? Send us some of your favorite restaurants. Maybe next episode we'll make it about restaurants, food.
Let's do it.
Everybody likes to talk about food, right?
Everybody loves food. That's for sure.
Sounds good. So we'll call it an evening. Thank you all for listening again. We're on Instagram at the Shit Talk Podcast. We're on Facebook at Shit Talk Podcast. We're on
Twitter.
YouTube, Apple, Twitter, Anchor. What else?
OnlyFans. I'm just kidding.
I'd probably have the same amount of followers if I had an
Maybe
OnlyFans.
we should do it. Start making money off of this shit.
Maybe I should do an OnlyFans.
Never know, bro.
I
There's
wouldn't
some
do one
crazy
with
people
you
out there. No one said that. Why would you even bring that up?
because you said maybe we should do an OnlyFans.
Yeah, like just separately, not together.
Yeah, that would be a little weird.
Come on, buddy.
What would you do in an
keep dreaming.
OnlyFans?
I think we're gonna end it right there, guys. So
Single
that's
ladies.
all we got.
All right. Peace.
Peace.